about kind of like bold predictions for the season, and one of them, which it looked like it turned a lot of Bulls fans' heads, was um, Torrey Craig being a starter over Patrick Williams. Now, Patrick is probably the most polarizing player outside of Zach LaVine that has this fan base split. Some of them think he's the second coming to Kawhi. Some of them think he is
A
Marvin.
bust.
Yeah, so I like to, stand in the middle on that one. Like, yeah, I see a little bit of Kawhi, but also I see a little bit of Marvin Williams, Um, but coming in day one, who you taking as your starter, Q?
I'm going Tory.
You going Tory over Pat?
I'm
Why?
going Tory. We kind of talked about this in some of our other shows.
Yeah.
I've been kind of going for Pat on the bench for a little minute now because we need to know what he can do, and we need that man to have a clear mind when he do it. I I think the arrival of DeMar and Vooch kind of messes with his head in terms of what he feel like he should do. We was talking about how he was one of the many people that was passing up open shots, him and Io. And I do think they was a little young to be in a win now mode with 3 All-Stars. So I think Torrey Craig would bring what Pat Bev brought just at the forward position. I do think we need a dog in there that's not Alex Caruso. So I, it's a lot of reasons in my head to start him. And considering what you're asking Pat to do in that lineup, I feel like that just destroys his development. Like if we want him to be quiet, we got to put him in quiet situations. We got to give him chances to create and things like that. But you don't want his creation to interfere with DeMar DeRozan's creation. And plus, that's just like you just got DeMar on the wing. You guys that it just would be a little bit better if bro can just have more of the open space to create. And I want to see exactly what he can do on a consistent level. And I think him being on there is
Okay. So based on your assessment, if I get this right, Torrey Craig fits that role just extremely better than Patrick Williams. You want to see Patrick Williams be a little bit more independent, be able to, make decisions with the basketball in his hands, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So my question to you is, because I first let me preface and say this. I think the big issue with Patrick Williams is Patrick Williams. Like, I don't think I know a lot of people try to allude to that game against Brooklyn, that last game against Minnesota that we had the previous season before last year, where he
Oh
kind of
yeah.
went off and things like that. Um, but I think great players is gonna be great regardless. Like, I don't think you look at Anthony Edwards and say, "Hey, and I need you to be more aggressive." Anthony Edwards came like that. He is that type, that A type personality. Some might say. Michael Jordan. Do you think if Michael Jordan would have went to the Trailblazers instead of the Bulls, or any superstar player, do you think Kevin Durant would still be Kevin Durant on the
But
Warriors?
there's some superstar players that just gotta be at the right place at the right time. Look at Steph.